Hello everyone, Jamarcus here, and I'm here with semifinals for MDC middleweight, and doing a post com this time because I did a live com for heavyweight and I lost. I don't think I've ever won a live com. So post coms from here on out. We're facing Pyro, who I have never battled before. I think I've gotten a forfeit win against them before, but never actually battled them. And they have an awesome team. Like this is a team I would draft. Chomp, Meow, Keldeo really fun. I think towards the latter half, I would have made changes for sure, but that top three is just really cool. And I mean, Meow's a threat, right? Scarf Play Rough into my top three, even top four, can really quickly win the late game. I've got to be careful about that. On the other hand, they don't really have great answers for Venusaur or Walking Wake. Their special walls of Florges, who can't quite take Sun Boosted Specs Wake or Sludge Bombs from Venusaur. They do have Terra Normal E-Speed, which is also fantastic into my team. I'm not bringing a normal resist, so that pretty much 2 KOs my entire team, and does more like 60, 70, 80% to Enam, depending on the set I bring. But let's take a look at what I'm bringing. First up, Pad's Tusk. I'm Spin Rocks with Earthquake Temper Flare. I really like this set. I had Ice Spinner Supercell Slam at first because I wanted Ice Spinner for Garchomp, but I figured Earthquake would be doing enough damage to it. I didn't want Headlong Rush because this is my Garchomp answer, so I don't want to be dropping my defenses. It lets me spin on Garchomp and not take Rough Skin. It also lets me spin on Scarm and not take a Helmet if they have that. Gengar's a spin blocker, which I have to be worried about if they're Air Balloon especially. And I have Temper Flare for Scarm. So if Scarm switches in on an Earthquake and is immune, Temper Flare kills it in the sun. Um, Hopefully it takes Rock, so that Stardy's broken. That's the idea. That's my Tusk. I actually really like this set that I'm bringing. I haven't been loving Tusk this whole season, but I like this set a lot. Next up, Ninetales. Boring old max HP, max speed. Max speed so I can speed tie Entei and Toedscruel. Just Weather Ball and support moves. It's pretty much the same exact Ninetales set I brought every week. Next up is Venusaur. I have to be absolute max speed. Max speed, Chlorophyll Venusaur, speed ties Scarf Meow. So at worst I have a speed tie, but I'm expecting Scarf Meow to only have enough speed for Roaring Moon. So I'm hoping that Venusaur can just get the jump on it. But worst case, it's a speed tie. And then boring old set. I have Dual Stab. I don't have Earth Power this time. Doesn't really hit anything besides Gengar, which doesn't want to be taking Weather Ball anyways. Sludge Bomb is only here for Florges. And then Giga Drain is nice into Keldeo if it shows up, although I don't think it's great into me. And then it's a decent hit into Garchomp as well. And it can heal me back up some since I am Life Orb. I want to try and stay out of range of Terra Normal E-Speed with this thing. Next up, Specs Wake. I have to be timid. I want to be faster than Keldeo. But otherwise, just standard old set. Hydro Steam, 2 KOs, everything on the team except for AV Florges or AV Keldeo. Everything else on the team gets 2 KO'd or dies. Dragon Pulse, I didn't want to click Draco. I thought Dragon Pulse was good enough to revenge kill Garchomp, which is why I had a Dragon move on this set in the first place. Otherwise, I'm just clicking Weather or just clicking Hydro Steam. Flip turn to pivot out, and Aqua Jet for last minute priority if I really need it. But pretty much only clicking Hydro Steam with this guy. Next up, Fizdef Klefki. I had Light Clay with my screens, but I switched to Helmet because I figured I'm just switching it on Meow and getting knocked off anyways. I may as well get that Helmet chip. I have Reflect, Light Screen with Spikes. If I have a free turn, I'm clicking Spikes, and then I have Fairy Lock. I'm not going to go into that because it didn't come into play. And then last up is Enam. Double Dance, Moonblast Mystical Fire, kind of walled by Entei, hoping it dies early or it tears early. This is my main screens abuser, hoping to activate Weakness Policy against Garchomp or Meow. Then I can agility up, be faster than everything, and pretty much win the game as long as Entei's dead. or doesn't show up, which would be great. I had Sludge Bomb over Mystical Fire for quite a while because I wanted the stronger move into Florges, but I found myself losing endgames to Sturdy Scarm or just +2 Moonblast not killing Scarm, and then I get Whirlwinded out, and then that was my one chance at winning. So I ended up going for Mystical Fire instead. That's the team. I expect to see bulky Garchomp, like Spikes, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, Stone Edge, or something like that. Scarf Meow. I don't think Keldeo showing up. I think Fizzdeath Scarm to try and be an answer to Great Tusk. I think Gengar will show up. I think it's pretty good into me, actually. It's really bad into Roaring Moon, but as you can see, I'm not bringing Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon just struggles a bit with Scarm. Struggles a lot with Scarf Meow. There's Vacuum Wave. And then struggles with Florges a bit as well. Which means I have nothing faster than Gengar. I have no Scarfer on my team. I'm really reliant on Sun and Agility and Rapid Spin boosts for my speed on this team, which is a little unfortunate, but if I'm not bringing Moon, any Scarfer's going to be slower than Scarf Gengar, so I didn't quite feel comfortable bringing like Scarf Wake, and Scarf Wake would also just always lose to Florges. I think Entei will show up, Boots or Banded probably, and then split F Florges to try and beat Walking Wake, Enam, and Venusaur. What do we see? We see a Keldeo. There's no Gengar, but otherwise what I expected. I'm leading Ninetales. I thought about leading Tusk for quite a while, but seeing Keldeo made me a little less comfortable leading Tusk, and Ninetales leads decently into everything except Garchomp, and if they lead Garchomp, I can just go Tusk. I now have my Photosynthesis attack booster, which lets me do even better damage to it. I'm hoping I force it out with Ice Spinner. They expect I have Ice Spinner, but we'll see what happens. So Garchomp comes in as I lead Ninetales. I get my Sun up, good stuff. Great Tusk comes in on rocks. Best case scenario, free spin for me. That's gonna make me faster than Garchomp. And if they go Skarmory, I can just Temper Flare and do like 70% to it. Assuming they're max Fizzdeath. They Earthquake does a lot of damage. They're offensive Garchomp. Not what I was expecting, but that means they're gonna take a lot of damage from my moves as well. I Rapid Spin at just 21%. Rough Skin, but I'm Protective Pads, so I do not take the recoil. This was a tricky turn, and I wish I thought about it more. I just clicked Earthquake because I figured, okay, I'll 2-hit KO them, they don't 2-hit KO me. I think this Earthquake was like a super low roll if they're max attack, because their following moves do a lot more. So had I Rapid Spun again, I would have been able to be faster after they, spoilers, Scale Shot here. So I Earthquake, it does a lot of damage, but just misses the kill. They Scale Shot, which puts me at 36. So I thought, okay, I took 31, then I took 33 from the next move. I'm hoping I live the next one, and I can kill with Rapid Spin. But they're now faster than me. And they go for another Scale Shot. 10% is the high roll, high roll, high roll. And my Tusk is dead, and there's a +2 Garchomp. I have no priority outside of Aqua Jet, which doesn't kill in the sun, even though they're -2 defense, and I have nothing faster because they're now faster than Venusaur. I can go Enam, I live Stone Edge, unless they crit. And then I'm at 1%, and there goes my win con. So I'm really relying on Venusaur to sweep after that. So it's a really awkward turn for me. Had I clicked Rapid Spin again there, I would have been faster than Garchomp and killed it the next turn with Earthquake. But instead, there's a +2 Garchomp on my screen. I decide that my play is to go Venusaur, which is going to live any hit unless they're Fire Fang. And then if they're Fire Fang, I can go Enam. Pretty bad situation for me. Or I could Terra Fire and try and live the Fire Fang. But if they just Earthquake and kill me, and they still have Stone Edge, it's really bad for me. So I just stay neutral. I live any hit except Fire Fang, and I click Giga Drain. They Stone Edge, maybe expecting my Terra Flying, because if they Earthquake on Terra Flying, pretty bad for them. So fair enough. It would also cover Terra Fire, although it would not have killed. I Giga Drain to get a little bit of health back. And I take Life Orb. And they go into Entei. If this thing is just Terra Normal, Adamant, it's a roll to kill me. If they're boots, or so that's if they're boots. If they're banded, they easily kill me. I don't really have another play. I'm just gonna Terra and go for Weather Ball, I think, because it's my strongest move into this. I think it's stronger than Sludge Bomb. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, it doesn't matter. They are choice band, Terra Normal, E-Speed. From here, I go into Walking Wake. They don't really switch into this. If they want to stay in and extreme speed me and do some damage, fine. If they want to switch into Florges and give me chip on that for Enam, fantastic. Same thing with Keldeo. So they opt to just stay in, E-Speed me, does a lot of damage, but they just die to Hydro Steam. Best case scenario, priority's gone. That is really good for Enam. It was a rough start for sure. I mean, Garchomp basically killed 2 Mons. And now I've lost so much offensive potential. Half of my team is a Ninetales and a Klefki. I have 1 attacking move between the 2 of them. And I will note, that was pretty much a min roll from Jolly E-Speed from Entei, which I'll totally take. The less damage, the better. From here, they go in Keldeo, which I'm surprised, which is like, what does Keldeo do to me? I'm just gonna Hydro Steam and do a lot of damage to this. I didn't really want to go Klefki, because I want to save Klefki for Meow. Although I can't really hit it, so at least having health on it to take moves would be nice. And then Ninetales as well. I don't want to switch into that because Sun's just about to end. I Hydro Steam, just only 36%. This thing is max HP, Assault Vest. As they flip turn out, so my Wake is still alive, which is great. Meow comes in, perfectly fine. I have a Klefki at full health for this. They knock off, fine. I lose my helmet, so I'm glad I wasn't Light Clay here. Being helmet doesn't show that I'm screens, whereas if I had Light Clay, I'm obviously screens. And I didn't think I needed more than 5 turns of screens. Anyways. Skarm comes in on me, I double out to Ninetales because I figured Meowscarada does not want to stay in on Klefki. I thought about maybe setting up a screen there, but I figured doubling to Ninetales was kind of good on everything. Anyways, getting the sun back up and maybe healing wishing my Walking Wake up, which is my plan at this point. So I click Weather Ball here. They surprisingly stay in and give me this thing, which is great. Having Sturdy broken for Enam is necessary, because if this has Whirlwind and Sturdy up, my Enam can never sweep unless my whole team is dead besides it, which Klefki is going to be tough for my opponent to kill, but it can't really do anything back. So they get up a Spike, which is totally fine with me. I can Healing Wish Wake up, so it's out of range of Sucker Punch. Enam is immune to it. Ninetales is probably clicking Healing Wish before it switches out. So this Spike, I don't really mind at all. They end up being leftovers. Good to know. They're not Cuss Tap. And they go into Keldeo, which is great as well. I want to get this thing in range of Hydro Steam from Walking Wake, so I'm going to stay in and keep clicking Weather Ball. I live 2 Surfs, so I can Weather Ball once. They end up revealing max speed, so they don't have much special attack investment. I Weather Ball again. My last Hydro Steam did 36%, so I'm hoping for the roll. I figured Healing Wish on my Wake was more important so that I can take a hit from Florges than getting another Weather Ball off was. So they surf me again and I Healing Wish into Walking Wake and hope this Hydro Steam kills. Even if it doesn't, I can just kill the next turn. Nothing they have kills me. Even Secret Sword into Vacuum Wave would not kill me because they're not max special attack. And I can still get a hit off on Florges, which is nice. I really need damage on this Florges. If they're Calm Mind, they will easily 1v1 my Enam. I just need to hope they're not Calm Mind at this point. So I go Wake. They Vacuum Wave. I Hydro Steam, and I crit kill. It was a roll, but the crit made it so there was no roll, so I'll take it. In comes Florges. I'm totally taking my damage on this thing. If they're like max Spadaf, they're taking 50 to 60%. They take 64, and I died a Moonblast. That's okay. I have 2 options here. Get up screens, then go Enam, or just go Enam now. I did not want to let this thing heal up, so I went hard Enam and just go for broke. If I get 2 Calm Minds up, I 2-hit KO Florges, assuming it heals back to full. Scarm dead, don't care about that thing. Meow, I'm gonna click agility or I have to, I'm slower anyways, but if I click agility, I'm faster than Scarf. So as long as I stay out of range of Sucker Punch, I should be good. And as long as Florges does not Moonblast special attack drop me like 4 times in a row, I'm also good. I also have to hope that this thing is not Calm Mind. If it's Calm Mind, I totally lose. I go Enam, I click Calm Mind, assuming they're going to recover, especially because Sun's up, so Synthesis will heal them back to full. And I'm going to Calm Mind again. They Moonblast, do they drop? No drop, great. I 2 KO this thing. But I figure that after I agility and 2 KO them, they're probably going to get a drop, so that I don't 2 KO them. So I Calm Mind once more. Just to cover for a drop. They don't drop, I click agility. As they switch Scarm, which is best case scenario, is one less chance for them to drop me with Moonblast. So I get my agility off, and at this point, seeing as Florges probably does not have Calm Mind, it would have gone for it alongside me otherwise. Enam is looking in a really good spot. I Moonblast, I'm faster than Scarf, they didn't have Sucker Punch, wouldn't have killed anyways. And in comes Florges to comfortably get 2 KO'd, even if they drop me. Crit probably would have killed me there, they do drop me. And down goes Florges. So we win semis. We're on to finals. We're facing Dr. Stein. Dr. Stein, my GOAT, knocked out first place in quarterfinals, knocked out second place in semifinals. Hopefully he doesn't knock out third place in finals, which is me. But time will tell. GG's Pyro. Glad we could finally play. That early game was hell. It would have been a much more comfortable game for me had my Tusk killed Chomp. But it was tough to call the Click Rapid Spin there. A little unfortunate that I'm assuming you're loaded dice, so you're gonna get 4 hits on Scale Shot, but some higher rolls on that second one made it so you killed me. Or you could have just got 5 hits. That's a possibility as well. But Enam pulled through. I got, what, 3 kills in the late game, was it? Yeah. Who else got some kills? Walking Wake got 2, and then Venusaur got 1. Not so bad. Pretty happy with the team I brought. Klefki didn't do anything. I was switching to Meow, then switched out. Probably should have had an attacking move on the set. I probably didn't need spikes. I already have rocks on Tusk. But spikes just looked so good into the team. But I also wanted rocks to break sturdy on Scarm. But yeah, having, like Iron Head in the late game there would have been really helpful. But that's semifinals. On to finals. It's been like 6 months since I've had a finals game, so hopefully it goes pretty well. I'll see you then. I also have a game against Harvey in like 2 hours, so I'll be uploading that post-com later today. Tune in. I'm gonna have some clown music going over on that. Probably not. Thanks for watching though. See you later. Bye bye.